I'm over here doing a video today on what we basically should have had instead of Boruto. And what I would mean by that is, instead of the title Boruto, it would be called Naruto Shinobi Legends. Okay. That would be a pretty good, title for the next Naruto show, whatever, whatever. I think it'd be pretty decent. If they can think something better, then cool. Okay. But I just want to kind of talk about one example, okay, of a character that, in my opinion, was heavily, and I mean heavily, like a wasted potential. Okay. You're talking about a character, okay, that had the same threat level, the same popularity, the same fame as the Yellow Flash, aka the fourth Hokage, okay? This guy was known as the White Fang, and basically he was the same type of deal that if you see this guy, you run on sight, or better yet, if you see a streak of white chakra, you're dead basically, or if you see it, run, and get the hell out, okay? And that's basically what this guy was, He was a very, very powerful, capable ninja and had a big reputation, was known around the entire world, across the nations. And he was a big fucking deal, okay? He was also the one responsible for Sasori's parents being killed, and all that stuff. And then not only that, he was just a big deal, okay? And a very underrated character, a very well-spoken, not really talked about all the time, but whenever he was mentioned, he was praised very highly, okay? And Sakumo Hatake, alright, is a guy that, we don't really have too much on him of his capabilities or feats or, what his powers really were, but what we do know that has been confirmed was that the three legendary seinin were basically didn't really compare to him. That he was way more powerful than all three of them combined. That they were just, they were just inferior to him. And the fact that he was kind of hyped up to that degree, or even labeled like that, I believe it was from Minato, the fourth, the Yellow Flash, was the one that was talking about him. The fact that he was, had even more of a higher reputation than them and was more dangerous than all three of them, that's a pretty big fucking deal, okay? And clearly this guy has to be Hokage level, threat. And he was no slouch. For instance, look at Kakashi, his intelligence, him being a genius, a prodigy, in ninjutsu, taijutsu, genjutsu, you name it, even be able to utilizing a couple of the gates. For all we know, this guy probably knew all nature, elements, fire, wind, lightning, etc. He probably also, could utilize yin and yang, could be able to maybe even new nature manipulation, something that Minato was having a hard time doing to replicate on top of the, the Rasengan, which Naruto eventually does, and is able to create the Raisen Shuriken, so on and so forth. But we're talking about a guy that easily could have been on that type of caliber, or just doing those type of things, His summoning probably could have been really fucking crazy. Who knows? Maybe it was, some type of badass dog summoning, more badass than Pain's dog, I don't know, or better yet, with the whole white chakra and whatnot, maybe that, was just something very similar to, the Chidori, lightning and all that, how there's purple lightning and then, there's the blue Chidori lightning or whatever, or Raikiri, with his white chakra, or whatever. Maybe that was just, that's what he was praised for, technically. Whenever he was fighting or killing or whatever, that his main, attack potency, or what he was known for was, the white fang, or, the white light, with his blade. And for all I can think of is, just like Minato, the Yellow Flash, okay? If that was Minato's nickname, and we all know he was known for, being the fastest ninja alive, teleporting and killing and so on and so forth, maybe with him, whenever he utilized the, the white white chakra, with his blade or whatever, that it was on that type of fucking caliber, just a broken ass ability or jutsu, to where basically he just bodies everyone, kind of like what Minato was doing with the flying Raijin and everything, or his mark, teleportation. Like, we're talking about a guy that was clearly on that capability, and like I said, we don't know the details, we don't know the exact, information on what he could do, but we can at least interpret or infer or assume that it was on the same caliber or same levels as certain characters, and then if we look at his son Kakashi with everything that he could do, basically think of him being able to do it maybe on a whole even better or greater level, okay, or capacity, and another thing, if Kakashi was able to master a couple of the gates, pretty sure Sakumo probably could go maybe a little bit further and maybe utilize the gates as well, but to an even greater extent than Kakashi, to where maybe just like Guy or Rock Lee, like, who knows, like, clearly this guy was no joke, he was no fucking joke. And the fact that, like, this character had this reputation, had this caliber, had, all this potential, and could have easily been shown maybe in a flashback arc or this or that or whatever, they decided to hype him up and talk about him so much and how dangerous and how much of a threat or how much of a lethal protector he was in the Hidden Leaf Village. Yet, they never showed it, and it pisses me off because it's like they had many opportunities, many potential outcomes where they could have easily, either just like they did with Kakashi or Itachi or Minato and so on and so forth, they could have easily had a little side arc, or a little secret novel, whatever, and shown like him either in fights or what he could do and why he was such a big fucking deal. We should have got something. We absolutely should have got something, or better yet, when Kabuto was, resurrecting all these ninjas and legends and so on and so forth, that was a perfect fucking opportunity to bring the White Fang, because imagine that, like, we already saw the toll and the effects that it was taking on Kakashi when he had to fight Zabuza and Haku all over again, imagine him hearing, from intel, oh, Kakashi, this is really, 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 really bad. The White Fang is on the battlefield. I repeat, your father is on the battlefield. We need you to get to the threat immediately and right away. Like, he is fucking everyone up, like pulling some Madara Uchiha type shit. Like just imagine that, in the show, and then to the point where, Kakashi has to get over, and whatnot, and then we start seeing this man in action, like, to where he's shitting on everyone, beating, some pretty big ninja or whatever, and then Kakashi gets there with Guy, and they're kind of going at it, so on and so, like, it would have just been amazing. It would have been fucking amazing, and like I said, there was so much they could have done with this character, and they decided not to, and that was the most disappointing aspect of it, and what kind of really sucked about it, period, because it's like, easily, very, very easily, this could have been a character that could have been used to a way, way greater standard, and who knows, maybe he'll appear in Boruto or so, I don't know, I really don't, but I'm gonna tell you right now, they're doing Boruto and everything and etc. And if I don't fucking see this guy somehow, some way, if it's a flashback, something, or him just somehow, some way appearing in Boruto, okay, if I don't see this fucking guy, I'm gonna lose it, okay? I want to know why he was so powerful, why he was such a big deal. I really fucking do. It's one of my biggest pet peeves is a character being talked about so much, so on and so forth, and they're not even shown, like like think of Hashirama, the first Hokage, like how much he was talked about, or better yet, think of Madara, of how much he was talked about, that they were basically gods or in their own, world of power and so on and so forth, and that we never get to see them. Like, imagine never actually getting to see their origin or them as people or what they could do. Imagine we heard about it, but we were never shown, and all we ever got was just with Obito, in the war, and that was it. Like, like, it's like, then you would all think, like, man, I really wish we could have seen Madara or Hashirama or what. Same fucking deal, So it's like, I don't know. And like I said, and that's why, in my opinion, very, very big wasted potential. You know, you're talking about a character that had so much to offer, and they easily could have done something amazing, and they chose not to. They didn't, you know, and that's just that. And back to the whole Boruto concept of things, you know, an idea. This would have been excellent to fucking do. Just the first episode. The first episode. Title, you know, Naruto Shinobi Legends, and the title of the episode would be White Fang. Like, bam, that's it. Simple. And we get to see the story of the White Fang, you know, maybe see his childhood, personality, whatever, then see him in action, then him getting his reputation, so on and so forth. Like, exactly what we got to see with Itachi. You know, like, just the first couple episodes is just about the White Fang. And after the White Fang, move on to the next and the next. You know, and then another episode that could have been easily is about the Uzumaki clan. We don't really know fucking anything about them. They eventually went extinct. I can't remember everything, but I believe they were mainly known for their sealing jutsus and so on and so forth. You know, like there's so much that we know within Naruto, but just hasn't even been shown into people to fully understand and comprehend. You know, and we're talking about something that could easily make so much money, please so many fans and so many, you know, people. And it could have just been way fucking better than Boruto. I mean, way better. You know, and after doing all these episodes and having a couple seasons, whatever, you know, then go to fucking Boruto, and then we have to deal with that trash and whatever, and that's it, you know. If that's what we at least had before fucking Boruto, I kid you not, everything would have been amazing. It really would have been absolutely amazing. You know, and unfortunately, that's just the sad reality of it. It's not the case, you know, and what we got is what we got, you know, and that's pretty much it. But that's basically going to be all of my thoughts, you know, on this subject, and basically, you know, in my opinion, of what we should have had instead of Boruto, and better yet, of how much of a wasted potential of a character of just what they decided to do with this guy, you know, and how it was so fucking wasted. This guy had so much potential, and they blew it. They fucking blew it, you know, and that's just basically my two takes on that. You know, could they maybe still be able to do something with it? Obviously they could, but will they? I highly fucking doubt it, you know. So, you know, like I said, in Boruto era, you know, Naruto's very fucking straightforward with power scaling. You know, it goes from traditional shinobi, then to like seinin, you know, to traditional jonin level, and seinin level, then Okage level, then fucking, you know, and then you got fucking, what is it? Fucking, yeah, then you say fucking tail beast level like Hashirama Madara. Then you got fucking to literally, you know, 6 pass level, you know, and then fucking, you know, it's planetary, you know, and then now you got Boruto level characters, you know, it goes on, you know. We're talking, like, if I had to rate this character, you know what I mean, at least from what we've been told and what we know, definitely can more likely put him in the scale of Hokage level threat. I wouldn't say seinin. I would not say that. I think that's really kind of disrespecting him. Definitely would be like an Hokage level threat. You know, meaning like on the caliber of like Pain and third Hokage or the fourth Hokage and so on and so forth. Like people like that. You know, like very powerful individuals. You know, that are no joke, and they're known for a reason. They have a high reputation for a reason. You know. Could you be able to argue that he's maybe Madara or Hashirama level? I don't know, because like I said, we don't really have that much. Like, unless his fucking white, you know, chakra is some crazy ass fucking, you know, power level shit, then sure, you know. But then again, he wasn't really hyped to those type of concepts, you know, or extents, you know. Like, I'm pretty sure if he was as big as a big deal as Madara or Hashirama, he would have been talked about a lot more in that aspect as well. Like, Madara and Hashirama were only discussed in their own caliber, in their own certain ways and aspects. He was more treated along with Minato's caliber, you know, or power, and so on and so forth. So you could easily be able to say, you know, Kage level, whatever, or, you know, or Minato level, you know, as a fourth Hokage, and so on and so forth. But to really say Madara or Hashirama, that might be stretching. or better yet, to even say he's anything higher than that, like Six Paths or Boruto. Yeah, I don't know about that, you know. So, but that's basically my ranking. That's what I would kind of put him at or around. You know, and then that'll basically be that. And like I said, you guys got to remember, if Minato was praising this fucking guy like he was no joke, like that's a big deal, you know. It's a big fucking deal. So but that's gonna be it for this video, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys actually really enjoyed it. I wanted to kind of do a different discussion and take on Naruto, you know, when it comes to it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Put your comments down below. Let me know what you guys think would be like a really cool Naruto Shinobi legend tale or episode or type of thing, you know, whatever, anything, you know, anything that you wanted more elaboration or more, you know, understanding or something, you know, along that. Let me know down in the comments below. What do you think of this character, Sakumo? Did you think he was really powerful? Where would you rate him at, you know, in the Naruto ranking? Let me know. Subscribe for more content. Subscribe if you guys love the channel. There'll be plenty of more Naruto content. See you guys in the next video. Peace out.
体の右側はほとんど潰れちまって感覚すら